We're in the Mez. The Mez. In case you missed the last video, blind bags, DC blind bags are available. Foil versions of, these aren't out yet, you can't see them, but full versions of this acetate, by the way, which is going to be cool. The image underneath this is really, really good. I didn't get it because I'm a dummy. Jim Lee, Daniel Warren Johnson, Frank Cho. I keep forgetting that guy's name.
All right.
I forget his name too, but that's like so the premise behind KO is it's like they're all fighting like tournament style. So it's like like a Street Fighter Mortal Kombat type thing.
Okay.
Mark Spears, that's going to be the 1-100 ratio also that you can get in the blind bags, gold version. That's the ECW. I don't know who that is. I keep thinking it's Diamond Dallas Page, but it's not. That's how old I am. But Lobo fighting this guy. That's the ECW cover.
Okay.
That's going to be only half of it. So they're going to cut off Wonder Woman right on her lady part right there. Will probably be cut right there. I bet you anything that's the middle of the cover.
Man, that is
pretty close.
Cover.
Yeah, it is. That's the 1 in 25. That'll be a foil, and then this is that's the Capula. That's gonna be 1 in 1,000. That's 1 in 1,000. Yep.
What?
And the Jim Lee's 1 in 500. And then more importantly, Mark Spears, Monster and the Wolf. Guys, these covers are going to be nuts. They're only $6. I think they're actually, FLC's past, I think we made them $8 now on our website. You got the two, the trick variants, the treat variants. Mark's posted all this on his Instagram. We talked about this last one. You have 13 chances to get a signed slab. So there's unholy grails. You 1 of 1. Monster and the Wolf signed and graded comics sent to you, only 13 different tickets randomly into the comics. He also got 9 officially Night of the Living Dead. These are covers he did. I know they look so real.
Mm-hmm.
They're Night of the Living Dead licensed. Only 500 are going to be put in the bags. They're distressed. They're sideways. That's going to be something cool in the bag. Plus, all these other covers. This super scary. These cool homage. I mean, so good. Like, I'm going to be opening so many of these myself. I am buying for myself 100 of these. I literally want to collect as many of these as I can. I'm such a collector.
I'm going to buy a few. And I'm going to leave some in the bag. I did that with Battle Beast. I have one just in the bag.
Oh, really? Still?
So yeah, I'm going to buy a bunch, and I want to keep one.
That
bag is cool. I don't know
why. Nuts.
That
would torture me.
That would torture a lot of people.
Okay, so we're doing Mez, right? Oh, there's a whole video up about this too. I did about the blind bags. I'll probably put it wherever it goes.
You'll link it?
It'll go here, I think. There it is. Maybe it'll be there, I think. Okay. Mez.
Mez.
I have whatever this is.
Magic?
Yeah, magic.
You believe in magic?
I mean, it just I don't know.
It's been like a waste of time.
Yeah, the characters are. I don't really get the characters. I feel like magic is in this weird place. They're telling this backstory about this girl who became this leader and how she became this leader. I don't care about her. I want stories about magic. And magic isn't really in this very much. I mean, she is. It's her book, but it's all this other stuff happening. But the reason it's not a skeptic in the med because apparently they have to go through the different levels of this mansion, killing these people to rescue these other people. So it could turn into a cool, like a Dante's Inferno type story thing to me.
Okay.
So that's why it's a med, not a skip it. I will read the next one because I hope the story takes off a little, gets a bit and gets a little more interesting.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Okay. Word.
I also have.
Okay.
Oh, Imperial War Exiles.
All right, you try to read that.
It's hard to read this.
Look, anything Imperial War, I'm like, I don't have the fortitude.
It's so hard to read. I'm going to need to buy the trade. So the reason this is the reason I liked it because there's some really good scenes between Deathbird and Liliana, and not Ileana, Lilandra, and Lilandra's kid, who's now the Empress, and she Deathbird's been guiding her. And basically Deathbird and her sister, Lalandra, hate each other. Professor X shows up. He kind of says like, it'd be really hard for me to make everybody forget you were here and to make this person think that they're this person. And she basically says, you're always bragging about how powerful you are, just do it. And then he does. It's pretty cool. So that was kind of interesting. But yeah, and then these super bad guy group shows up in the end. So it wasn't as hard to read as some of the other ones.
Okay.
But because Steve Fox is helping Hickman with this one. It's a man for me. It's not a must read. It's not a skip it. If I'm gonna keep reading Imperial War, some of them are harder to read than others, but I will buy this the big trade when it comes out of all the stories and really have a serious read with it. I'll take it to a beach somewhere and sit there and read it on vacation or some shit.
Oh.
How many you got?
I have 5.
2, 3, 4. Okay, I have more. I also have Moon Knight.
Oh, I thought you gave up on Moon Knight.
No, I didn't.
I did.
This is good. This was really, really good. It just became a mad for me because I'm just not. I've never been a gigantic Moon Knight fan, but the Wrecker shows up.
Okay.
And he needs a favor, and he's like, "Whoa, I paid you. We're done."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Yeah, bro, but you're like me." He basically says like, "You're from the streets, and you know when you owe somebody." And all this crew's like, "You don't owe him anything." And Mark's like, "He's right. I am from the streets, and I do owe him." So he goes to help him, and everyone's like, "You're helping this guy's a bad guy."
Mm-hmm.
And he's helping him fight all these ghosts. The Wrecker's like, "I'm haunted by these ghosts."
Okay.
And they're like, "Well, I'm not gonna tell you where the ghosts come from or why they're haunting him. You can kind of figure it out." But it's not bad. It's pretty good. I'm definitely looking for the next one. This almost made my top 10.
Wow.
It almost made my top 10 because of the story between the Wrecker and Moon Knight's written so good. I think this is who Jeb is writing this one.
I think
Jed McKay
was. Yeah.
I'm liking Jed McKay's stuff.
Okay.
He's becoming one of my favorite Marvel writers. He used to be Al Ewing, but Al's been disappointing me in a lot of stuff.
Big time.
A lot of stuff.
Okay. Nice.
It's the Superman story.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Yeah. This cover's great.
Yeah.
This cover is great.
Better than mine.
Yeah, I took a good cover.
You did.
I've been giving you the cover ace.
Makes sense.
That's a great cover.
That is
Is that Corral? I can't remember. I can look. For Dreeky.
Oh, nice.
So you talk about this one, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't sure when this was going to pick up and when this was going to take place because this is written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, and so when this starts, you get this backstory, which I thought was Deathstroke at some point. I'm like,
yeah, me too.
Nope, no, it's not.
Yeah.
And then we cut to Earth with Superman, and I'm like, who the hell are these two kids? I'm like, what is going on
His
right now?
whole family's there.
And I'm like,
his dad, Lois, his kids.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, these are the kids from War World.
From War World.
And I'm like, okay. So this is picking up from that run from War World and him back. And I was like, okay.
It's kind of a heartfelt moment. They're all hanging on the farm doing stuff.
Yeah, planting flowers. And because these two kids obviously know nothing but war. And because they grew up on a planet where you're always in gladiator fights. So they're pretty much little psychopaths. So they're having to, adjust.
War World will always be a part of them.
Yep. And then we have some type of time rift showing up or a rip in space-time continuum. I don't know what. We have aliens showing up. And then I really loved that bottom panel.
I was just going to say,
I really loved that.
Get that moment of him like...
And it's really well drawn. I'm like, anytime you have that of him opening his shirt and seeing the ass.
So good.
It's iconic. It gets me every time.
I mean, he goes from being... This is why... So... Daniel Warren Johnson, right? He's the writer of this one.
Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Philip Kennedy Johnson, the other Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Again, one of the top writers in the industry. He clearly transitions from Clark Kent to Superman. One panel. He's nothing but family the whole time. You can tell he's Superman. He's talking about they got powers or War World stuff. But right that moment, it transitions, and the whole tone of the book changes from that moment on.
Yes.
from that moment on, you go from the Clarks, they're the Kents on the farm to boom, the Superman.
Yeah.
I was like, I love that moment too.
And I have to save my family. I have to save everyone there because they're on the farm, and it's like, oh crap, this is happening right now. And then we get this character's backstory as to why they're attacking and what they're trying to do. I don't want to give away too much of who the character
I think it's pretty much it's got to be a first appearance of this version of this guy.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't want to show it.
Yeah, so we don't want to spoil too much of what the motivations are. But then it cuts in time again.
Another time jump.
And I'm like, a lot of time jumps here. A little confusing.
Yeah, a little confusing.
I don't know if you needed that at the end.
And then you got to read this,
which I didn't read.
I did.
I'm not reading it.
I did. I read it, and it's this dystopian future of the son of the last line of Kal-El that's fighting for freedom, but he's looked at as a bad guy, but he's a good guy. And I'm like, I don't know what we're talking about. Like, I hope we. They're tearing down the last remnants of the town of Smallville, which is the Kent farm has been preserved somehow, like far future. I mean, it got a mad for me. There's a lot of good stuff in it, though.
There is. The middle there is actually really fun. That's kind of where the story is. The beginning, like the bookends of this, where it's like a lot of time jumping, and it's like, is this before or after? Then you get the really big time jump. It's like, all right. It in.
Yeah, and Superman's powerful in this one too,
big time.
I like how he gets rid of one of those ships.
Oh yeah,
I was like, what's he gonna do with that chain? Is he gonna rip it? They say no. He's like, woo. You're like, hell yeah.
Okay.
So it was almost the top for me again, but it's this could take the form where it could be a really, really good story.
Sure.
Again, we're looking at one piece of a big story, so it's one issue. It's a starting issue.
And the art's great.
The art's great. I think you should get it. I really do think you should get it, but I'm not saying it's a must get.
Correct.
So I actually debated more than I should have even thought about it, about whether or not I want to recommend this.
And it's fair.
But it's a solid book, man. I think everybody should pick it up.
Yeah. If you have extra scratch, you got $4.
Only $4, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
You can do worse.
Okay, what else you got, sir?
I have Masterminds #1.
Okay, that made it in my top 10.
Okay, I can see why.
I have this. You already talked about Silver Surfer. I have Silver Surfer, Dead Soul Surfer. I'm going to read the next one. We talked about it last video. There's a drop of Galactus's blood that has the Silver Surfer bound. And this chick, this is the first one I've read of this whole story. This chick has like one move for each of the members of the Silver Surfer. She neutralizes them temporarily. And then more stuff happens. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Fantastic Four. And then more stuff happens, and it's a meh for me. I don't think you should skip it. It's not a must-buy. We'll see what happens in the end. It could end really good, or it could go to crap. It's literally on the fence.
Well, it's already crap, so I don't know if it can get much worse.
Kyle hates it. He thinks it's terrible. For me, it's still a meh. It's leaning towards the backside of the fence.
That's fair. So Masterminds. All right. I liked this story better when it was David Fincher's The Game with Michael Douglas.
Oh, okay.
And that's exactly what this is. Now, I'm not, again, people are quick to damn things because it's already been done before and maybe better.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Every story has already been told, pretty much. If not, no story. It's very difficult. It's how you tell that story. And so I'm not going to damn this book just because, well, it's just like The Game with Michael Douglas. It's like, yeah, okay, fine, sure. But can they have a little twist on it, which they do in this, and they kind of update it? Do they kind of put a spin to where now it's dealing with video games? It's very topical now. And so I'm okay with this. I really liked this main character in this book. The art in this is very good.
Yeah.
And for a Dark Horse book, I'm actually shocked. I'm actually really liking it.
Good point for a Dark Horse book.
I'm actually reading all the way through, and I'm kind of invested in this. It kind of lost me in the middle. It was getting a little wordy at times, and I'm like, don't care. Just get to the damn point. And but by the end of this, I was like, I will pick up the next issue for sure.
Yeah. So this guy is a video game designer, and he hears about this super like Mensa plus level ultra elite group he has to get into. He goes there's this puzzle. People, it's like in the middle of New York or somewhere. You guys saw this puzzle. It's just a picture. And they're like, look at this picture, like, what's this girl's number?
Right.
And he figures it out like that. He's like, here's the number. And he texts it to this number. And then all of a sudden, he gets invited somewhere. He does like an interview.
Right.
And then he's like, oh, shit, I guess I didn't get in. Well, then he goes back to work and something happens. And they're like, this is your real test to get in. And it's like, oh, crap.
Now you're in the game, basically.
Yeah.
It's like,
and,
okay.
You know, I like the character, too. I could relate to him because he's like going through life. He's kind of lost. He feels like he doesn't fit in certain places. He's trying to find his place. We've all been through that.
Yeah. He's a creative who's working in an industry that is being slowly taken away by AI, where humans aren't being valued like the way they should be in the video game industry, and then a world of coders. And so he's somebody who's created his own IP, and he thinks it's won awards in the past, and he feels like, hey, I'm going to pitch this game to the CEO, and he feels like he's not being seen.
Yeah.
And so at this point, it's like, okay, now you have your chance to kind of prove yourself.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. I'm really excited to kind of see where it goes.
It made it in my top 10. It's a recommend for me.
That's fair. And I don't blame you at all. It's just, I hope it doesn't go down the same trope of kind of where this is going to lead. I hope it doesn't. So.
Yeah, it could.
Okay.
It could.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far so good.
Yeah.
Okay, what you got?
I have Batman number 1.
Okay, that made it in my top 10 because obviously it's number 1.
Yeah, so that's fair.
What'd you think about this? We're going to talk about it a little more next video. Our next video is going to be like 5 seconds long. Already talked about it.
I didn't hate it.
Okay.
I didn't really love it.
Okay.
Which is why I think it's almost a perfect meh book. And I think it's going to be a little divisive.
Oh, yeah.
For people.
Oh, yeah.
Of how they view Killer Croc in this specifically and that whole story and where it's going to go. But there were things that were introduced that I really liked.
Yeah.
At the same time.
It is a very unique story.
Yes.
I've never seen this take a Killer Croc ever.
Nope.
And seeing a side of Batman you don't see ever either.
Right.
So it gets a little, for the lack of a better word, all I'm going to say is it gets a little sensitive.
Yeah.
Which is kind of off-putting for a Batman story, but that's probably, he did what he probably should have done in that situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I love watching these videos of people getting arguing with the police and they get put on their face and busted and, you know, they get put on the ground and shit. They're like, either the sovereign citizens or the ones that are like, you can't arrest me. You don't have, especially the drunk ones. And they're just like, all right, you're done.
Yeah.
I felt, so cops, as you know, better than anybody, you're a cop. You're supposed to de-escalate situations, supposed to diffuse situations, right? You're not supposed to escalate things.
Correct.
I said I could never be a cop. When they run from the cops and they're chasing these guys and they're like, and they finally catch this guy, I'd be like, I would put him down on the ground so hard and put my knee in his back and I would wrench his arm back and I'd probably elbow him in the back of the head and be like, get down.
Get a few in there.
I could never, body cams are shitting out.
Right.
Nope, I could never be a cop. So Batman de-escalates the situation. That's exactly what he does. He de-escalates it.
Mm-hmm.
It was clearly going the other way. And I got to tell you this, Jimenez's art is fantastic.
Good art.
In the book. I love the art in this.
Mm-hmm. I like the gadgets that Batman has in this. It's very fitting for this type of Batman.
Yeah.
And the whole take on mental health. I'm like, is this going to be a thing? Like, is this going to...
Yeah.
What are we doing with? It's like, is this going to play a bigger part in this whole arc and this whole story?
I hope this isn't therapy Batman,
right?
Because nobody wants therapy Batman.
Yeah, and it's like, well, now I feel bad that you're beating these guys up now because they're all mentally just. It's like, oh no, what are we doing now? Like, no, not going to be good.
I know. I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely a good take on it. It's definitely a good take on it. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Very, very divisive, like I said, but it's not bad, and it's not the next greatest Batman story ever told either. It won't be that.
It's in my top 10 for obvious reasons. You need to have this book. Pick your favorite cover and buy it. Get the cover A and then pick your next favorite cover.
You got a lot.
Speaking of which, we're giving away the Tedesco.
Oh, is this going to be the giveaway? All right.
This is the giveaway for the video.
That's a good one.
Yes, I opened up the blind bags. Yes, I'm showing one of them. Ooh. Oh no,
Canceled.
it's a foil variant of the one we knew was going to have a foil variant of.
They're canceling your order. Oh no.
The controversy.
Yep. You're at a lunar.
We're giving it away. Subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel. Only 7 people have subscribed in the last 30 days. Come on, guys. Please subscribe.
Come on, man.
And then like the video. And then comment your like number. And then tell us how stupid we are or how much you love us or what you agree with, what you want to read, what do you not want to read. Let us know.
All the fun stuff.
This is the price.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we get a backup, in here you get the DCKO preview in here, which is fun. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. It's what you got?
I have Cruel Universe, shockingly, and this was volume 2, number 2.
I have the Avengers 29 and 30.
Oh, 29 and 30.
Well, I don't know why, but I got them both this week.
Okay. You read both.
I
so
did.
Which one came out this week?
I don't know. They were both in the case. I sorted them out.
Dumb enough to where they had both of them.
I was like, I don't know. I thought one was the second print, but it's not.
They're both first print?
Yeah. Maybe I just got my order late. They're both first print.
Wow. All right.
Okay, so King storyline, time travel, future versions of people. This bad guy, I don't know who he is. So this is talking. You got to read this story. Apparently, Jed McKay again.
There you go. You like him?
They talk a lot about stuff that happened back in Avengers number 7, back in Avengers number 1, back in Avengers number 14.
Oh,
so I like that. As opposed to some of the other crap in the skip, it's the Wolverines and the Laura Kinney Wolverine and all the crap throwaway stories that don't mean shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's this Twilight Court is introduced in here. I got to tell you, talk about some cool character designs.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the coolest freaking pages. They show they call them, for example, the Construct. The Vision is the Construct. The Icons, Captain America. The Witch is Scarlet Witch, right? And then there's the versions, his versions of these characters he makes. He makes a version like the god that was Thor, now Storm. He makes his own god. The Star, which would be his Captain Marvel, he makes a guy he calls him Lancelot. So he makes a corresponding character. He makes his own Avengers. Now, why is he making his own Avengers?
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to get them to go to find this artifact. There's a missing moment in time. There's 1 second in time that nobody can see. And it's driving them insane. Kang, Doom, all these time travelers, they can't see this 1 second in time. In this second in time, there's hidden one thing that was like from the flaw of creation. So, Galactus, he's the last, a universe died, and then the death of that universe is what created our universe, and the only being that made it through was Galactus. This thing that's in the second of time is that thing that can trigger the death of our universe to create a new universe. And this guy wants to be the Galactus that goes into the new universe to witness the birth of a new universe.
Okay.
So the Avengers are like, no, we got to stop him. And he's like, no, I have to make my own Avengers to help me find this thing. So the story is fantastic. I haven't read Avengers in 28 issues.
Yeah.
The first one I read is 29 and 30. I want to read the rest of these. These two, he told the story so well that I could follow along with it. I had to pay attention. I couldn't just skim through it, right? It wasn't like, listening to my wife tell a story while I'm reading it or something like that. I would never do that, babe. I'm just kidding. She'll yell, are you listening to me reading her comment? Sorry, what were you saying?
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
It was told so well that I could follow along with the story really good. I want to read the next one. I want to go back and read the rest of these, because if they're all building up to this, the characters are written really well. They're not jam-packed full of characters. If Captain Marvel's the leader, which I thought I'd be annoyed with, it worked out really well. She's the leader of the Avengers. She wasn't annoying. She wasn't this preachy, freaking bitchy girl. It was really good. I liked Avengers 20. I couldn't give it a recommend because it's not that good. And plus, something happens to all these really new characters at the end where I'm like, oh, That's unfortunate.
It's kind of pointless. Oh, yeah,
I was like, I want more of these characters.
Yeah.
Like, really, I would read a book based on those characters doing shit. It was really cool.
Some one shots, maybe. I don't know.
But the way the thing happens to those characters, it's really cool too. The way they go off. Like, anyway, you should read it. I can't recommend it's the top 10, but you should definitely read the Avengers.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Cool Universe.
I didn't read it.
Yeah. So, all right. I love EC Comics. I love horror anthologies, obviously. So this has been a total letdown, basically, since they tried to revamp this. It's been nothing but people coming in and wanting to tell their political bullshit.
Yeah.
In comic book form and in 6 pages or whatever.
It's still the same.
So I was shocked to find one story in here that was actually pretty good, Twilight Zone-y, that I actually kind of enjoyed from start to finish. Oh. It's this dad who's on a space station who's trying to get home to his daughter. And the whole time he's kind of hearing his daughter's voice. There's this AI in there that's like trying to keep him there on this space station, and him trying to escape and get out and go back to Earth to get his daughter. And you find out how he ended up in the space station and what has now transpired to him. It's very Twilight Zone-y. I really actually enjoyed it and had a lot of fun about it. You can kind of figure out what's going to happen, but to get there, I had a lot of fun. So the beginning of story, of course, is the typical MAGA supporter who finds an alien and he's like, "Oh, we got a cape from the government," and it's like
they're taking our jobs.
Yes, it's one of those characters, and then it's like, "Oh, get your comeuppance because you're a hunter and hunting's bad." And then the third one is just some communist manifesto bullshit artist. It's really bad. But that middle story, I actually liked. So I had to get this a mad because that middle story is actually pretty good.
Okay, cool. So the one story saved it from being a total trash heap.
Correct.
Okay.
So
beneath the trees where no one sees.
All right, you're trying that, eh? Did you read the first series?
So I didn't, but I wish I did.
Okay. Everyone says it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
I got to tell you, man, this was a very slow issue.
Okay.
But the one before this, the first one I read was the one before this. I didn't read the rest of them, and I was blown away. I was like, wow.
Okay.
Just wow. This bear is a serial killer.
Yep. It's like Dexter, right?
Yeah. But like, he's lovable and he's a good guy and he's helping out people in the town. So the internet, this is set, I think, in the 80s.
Okay.
Because the internet just shows up. This is their version of AOL. This is really clever how they did the interior pages too. So they first show this guy drops a thing that says Webtoon. Remember the old AOL?
Oh, AOL discs. Yeah.
He drops it in the mail, but the first page is basically kind of what you see on the homepage of the AOL thing.
Yep.
It even has in the bottom, your computer may be infected, like the spammy shit. Get a 20% longer neck. So that's like the bullshit, like wiener bigger stuff. Yeah. It's really clever how they did this. I mean, kudos to these guys. That is really, really clever.
That's fun.
And then the art's really good. It reminds me of like reading like an old Winnie the Pooh from back in the day. But the juxtaposition of the art being this like classic artistic style with the fact that this bear is a murderer.
Yeah.
And so the reason it's so important, the internet's just coming out because people get on the internet and they're like, hey, there's people in there telling stories about all the murders that have happened around our area.
Mm.
And then the bear's like, oh, so he has a new obsession now. And at the end, I'm not spoiling or anything, but at the very end, he's like, I'm going to start leaving breadcrumbs for people to try to find what happened. So now he's going to start trolling or playing with all these online forums that are trying to solve the murders.
Okay. So is this a prequel?
I don't know, because he murders someone in the book.
Okay.
And he talks about how he has to start, he has rules. He never murders in the same place twice.
Okay.
So now he's like, it's taking me longer to go murder someone because I got to go further and further away. I really like this. I couldn't give it a guaranteed you have to read this, a top 10, but it's really close. It's really close to being a top 10. I'm going to continue to read this.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it a lot.
Nice.
And it's hard because it's from IDW, which is usually full of a bunch of woke bullshit.
No kidding.
Savage Sword with the McNulty cover.
What's a mess?
And I have Dormamu.
Okay, Dormamu. Dormamu, I've come to bargain. I didn't.
Well, you don't have to. This story's been going on for so freaking long.
So played out.
This is a really good story about Dormammu back in time.
Okay.
And here's what's really cool about this. In the very end, so I looked at the credits page, and there's Into the Dark Dimension. It's based on the classic story by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, written by Mark Guggenheim and Michael Sta Maria.
All right.
So it ends. This story ends, but it picks up. It's hard to explain, but after the story ends, it picks up right into the story that Stan Lee and Ditko did.
Oh.
So it ends right here and it picks up right here. So it's almost like it's perfectly in between these stories, if that makes sense, which is really, really good. And then Sister Sorrow, of course, shows up at the end. So this is a pretty solid story. It's not a skipping at all. If you got the extra bucks, you'll probably enjoy it. It's a really good story. It's got human elements in it. And Dormammu is kind of like putting his place a little bit in there. So it's pretty interesting.
Okay.
So solid man. It's
Conan.
You love Conan. It didn't make him to your top 10. What's happening?
I love Conan. I love the Titan Conan main series the best. I mean, Jim Zub is the man when it comes to that. So Savage Sword has always been teetering on great or mid territory. It's the longer forms. It's being able to tell the stories inside the stories, sort of thing. So this one, it picks up from a long time. I'm trying to think of how far back.
Oh, it's all black and white.
Yep, it's all black and white. It's all newsprint. So this is from Conan the Barbarian 17 and 18. This female who showed up in these, and Conan bests her and is like, oh, don't kill me. I'll pledge my undying loyalty to you.
Art's stunning.
Art's great.
Crap.
Art is so damn good. And this character then shows up, ends up betraying Conan at the time, and then leaves. And that's kind of how that ended. And I remember Max and us, we were just like, this character sucked. The story's not very good. And so this picks up from that arc of what happened to this female character and where she was at the time. And Conan spots her in a bar. Of course, he spots everyone in a bar, and goes and hunts her down and finds out, okay, who she is and what's going on. And it's all leading to the serpent story that's coming up. And I mean, this thing, after a while, I was like, oh man, it's just heavy. It's a lot, and there's so much story here that, I mean, at some point I was like, man, it's got to stop. It's just too much. And then the art changes.
Yeah, this is the same story.
Yeah, it's just kind of different going, and completely different artists. Jim Zub writes this one too.
Oh, nice.
We keep going, and we get this Fang and Spear story here, and it's like, I don't know what that was. Again, another kind of short story, Snake Man, all into this. And then the backup story, we have Jim Zub, and then we have Roberto de la Torre, who is the man when it comes to modern Conan, pretty much being, John Buscema, Barry Windsor Smith. And it doesn't even look like his art.
It doesn't.
It looks like shit.
This is what?
And it's like this goon story. I'm like, what in the hell is this shit? I'm like, and it's written by Jim. I'm like, what? You two guys somehow put this thing together. It's some mob story. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And it doesn't even look like De La Torre. And it's such a shame. When I saw those two names, I'm like, here we go. And it is embarrassing.
This isn't, I just skimmed through it. It looks,
Yeah. So,
hey, next issue, Liam Sharp.
Yes, we're gonna get Liam Sharp, his story of like a future Conan or something. I'm like, I cannot wait for that. But yeah, this, like Mignola's art,
I gave you the Mignola cover. I didn't get a chance to read this one. That art is really good.
It's
Damn,
so
until you get to the last few pages.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, hey, don't forget, guys, we're giving away this, so please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment your like number, and you can win the Tedesco Batman cover. All the giveaways are going to be shipping out tomorrow that we gave our giveaway show from last time.
Thank you.
So, buy what you like. Yeah, they did respond. It was a fun show.
Yeah, it was fun.
A lot of winners in there. Buy what you like, click what you want, listen to the haters, and we will see you in the next video, which is coming out right now.